Welcome back to News Now on PNC. The Guam Memorial Hospital has tightened up its security after a baby was taken out of the hospital by its father against medical advice and without the staff's knowledge last Friday. In addition to the new security efforts, Hospital Administrator Joseph Verga wants to purchase a high-tech tracking system for babies. PNC's Betsy Brown reports.
Guam Memorial Hospital staff will be keeping a close watch on people entering and exiting the hospital with babies from now on. GMH Administrator Joseph Verga says the added security is part of a risk assessment to prevent child abduction.
First of all, we have changed some of our security protocols already. So, without advertising what they are for obvious reasons, the public should be advised to be prepared to experience enhanced security protocol if they're bringing an infant in or out of GMH.
The stepped-up security comes after GMH went into lockdown last Friday when a man left the hospital with his baby without the staff's knowledge.
What we do is when we do have a close call or an incident like that, we do an intense analysis, an intense review, a root cause analysis, and we look to see where the weak links are and where we can learn our lessons. And we learned a few lessons. Certainly did. And based on that, we look to mitigate those gaps.
But Verga says that's not enough for a long-term plan. He'd like the hospital to purchase a high-tech security system for infants in the nursery, as well as for children receiving pediatric care throughout the hospital.
The band system, where infants and babies are banded on their ankles and the bands are locked, and they're tracked electronically throughout the hospital. And if they're brought within 10 feet of a door, then the doors automatically locks and the alarm sounds. Okay? If you tamper with the bands and try to remove them, doors lock, the alarm sounds. There's a computer screen that will track the locations of the infants and babies throughout the hospital, no matter where they are.
So is your power bill getting too high? Well, solar energy is now an option. The first home on island under the Solar for All program tested out their new energy maker yesterday. PNC's Rizal Romanes has more in this report.
Switch it up? Yeah.
Flip the switch and turn on the solar energy. That's what Jen Calvo did, making her Jigo home the first on island to use a solar energy system under the Solar for All program. Homeowners Jen and Greg Calvo have been looking for ways to save money on power for years now, and Jen says they finally decided to take the chance when they were introduced to Solar for All. Jeff Boacolo tells us what this program is all about.
Before, and I'm going back when we first came here a couple years ago, you had to outlay a tremendous amount of cash to get the benefits of solar energy. Now with our program, with zero money down, you can get a system like this on your house and from day one start saving money.
So why Solar for All? What does it do? First, it reduces carbon footprint, which means not just for Guam, but the whole world. And it also means lower energy costs, putting money back in your pocket. For example, my power bill every month is like $400. How much savings are we talking about?
If your power bill's $400, we could come in and save you about $75 a month on your power bill. And that's year one. So as the years go by and the utility rates go up, they escalate, your savings increase.
John Berger from solar power company Sonova says Guam is one of the ideal places for solar energy with all the sun we get.
And at the end of the day, what's really about is how do you lower that power bill so you can take that money and save it and spend it on your kids, or saving for college or going out to eat or doing some fun things with it besides paying the power bill. And this is something I think a lot of people go, it's too good to be true. This is not real. It's real.
That's one of the reasons why we wanted to start with the solar panels for the power, so that way we can save a lot of money and cut costs in its entirety. So I'm really excited, and I'm hoping that everybody who has the opportunity to do this will take advantage of the program.
Rizal Romanes, PNC News.
Well, there wasn't an earthquake this morning, but more than 82,000 people throughout Guam dropped, covered, and held on as they participated in the world's largest earthquake drill. Ganya Heights Elementary School students were on recess when the Great Guam Shakeout took place at 10:16 a.m. this morning. And since they weren't in their classrooms, they didn't have any desks to duck under, so they ran into the courtyard instead. Fifth grade students Devin Leilani and McKenna explain what they did for the drill and why the school evacuated to the Ganya Heights gym after the shakeout ended.
We had to drop, cover, and hold
Why'd you do that?
so we won't hurt ourselves and we won't get anything bumped on our head.
Because there's something that can fall or can hurt yourself.
We lined up and went to the gym because if we stayed in the school, the roof might have fell or any other debris.
To learn how you can prepare for an earthquake, visit our website at pacificnewscenter.com, where we've shared a link to the Great Guam Shakeout webpage.
Wow, it looks like a lot of fun. I remember when I used to do them when I was in elementary school over at Weddingill.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if it was the Great Guam Shakeout, but I remember the drills that we used to do.
Yeah, I remember fire drills and stuff. But you know, now the weird drills they have is they actually have active shooter drills. My daughter was telling me about it. She's only in kindergarten and she's doing an active shooter drill.
Wow.
She said, Daddy, you know, that's for when the bad man comes in with a gun. And I was like, I don't remember drills like that when I was a kid, but times have changed.
Yeah, certainly. Well, stay tuned. Coming up next on News Now.